back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video all about my tanning routine and also some of the tips and tricks that I have learned across the many years of tanning. The products in this video have been kindly gifted by St.Tropez, and I just want to say a huge thank you because they have always been, like, I remember when I was young, I think I was maybe like 16, 17, and I first wanted to dabble into tanning, and I saved up my pocket money just to buy one of the big bottles of St.Tropez, and then they're sending me products. Like, this is not a dream. Now, one of my tips for tanning is preparation. It is absolutely essential. I would not just whack on any old fake tan because you're just not going to get the effect of the outcome that you intended for. So my first top tip is to exfoliate. That can either be with sort of like an exfoliating mitt, such as the one from St.Tropez, or I would go in with something a little bit more easier, less abrasive, and it is the St.Tropez tan remover. And what that's going to do, or the impact that that's going to have on the tan outcome, is it's going to make sure that you've got no build up in areas, therefore you're not going to get this scaly, patchy, you know, some bits are old tan, some are new tan, and it's different colours, etc. You're not going to get that. You're going to have a completely blank slate. So I will usually use an exfoliator, but again, I've got really sensitive skin, and I think that if I use something that's a bit too harsh, it really aggravates my skin. So what I quite like about the St.Tropez products is you have a mousse here which you can apply. You literally leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then you can sort of buff it away with this mitt here, or you can literally just wash it off in the shower. For me, I had some tan left over, and in particular the areas I had left over were my elbows, sort of around my wrists, this part here which is just sort of like underneath your shoulder. This, I literally just apply it over the area, I sort of massage it in ever so slightly, and then I literally just wiped it off. But what I do in the shower is then I go in and do sort of a bit of a double exfoliation. Because this tan remover, for me, it helps to do the hard work, if that makes sense. And then whatever you do in the shower is just sort of like a light buffed, it's just like a light layer of exfoliation, so you've not got too much abrasion on your skin. Now, I didn't actually use the mitt today because I wanted to test how strong this product was on its own, and it literally wiped off the dry, old, scaly tan that was on these really problematic and super dry areas. So for me, this is an absolute winner, and I think with preparation as well, it doesn't leave your skin feeling really dry. Like, this smells, I need to, it just smells like so good. If there was a perfume in this, I would wear it all the time because it is so good. Once I've done that, I then hop in the shower. Again, I give myself sort of a light little buff over, and once I'm out the shower, I think in the video I did this for a bit of dramatic purposes because obviously I didn't want to show you getting out the shower, but I literally will use the towel just to really buff over any areas that are left, because I guess for me that's sort of like my very last stage of preparation, and towels are quite really good exfoliators as well. So yeah, just anything that I had missed, I just went in with that. So when it came to the actual tanning, the first thing I wanted to do was to use the bronzing face mist. Now, I used this before and after my makeup, so for me, I used this as sort of like a preparation whilst I was doing my tan, and then after my makeup as well, I would sort of just spray this over. My next top tip for the tanning water is to apply this at night time with your skincare routine. You can sleep in it and you end up waking up with a really healthy glow, but also using this after your makeup as well. This has uplifting green mandarin water and tropical hibiscus flower to help combat the effects of pollution and environmental aggressors, and what this does is it leaves you with a really natural radiant glow, and I just use this like before and after makeup because I think it's going to be a really great sort of, obviously not a setting spray, but just something that will give you that really sun-kissed look. And I love bronzing waters as well because they're so effortless. So if you're somebody who doesn't have the time to tan, you just want a quick spray and go, this is going to be perfect. And again, it smells incredible. When it comes to the actual tanning, I think one of the things that I love so much about St.Tropez, obviously other than its formula, is the mitt. Now the mitt is so soft, it is like velvet, it is like bunny fur, it is so soft. And I think what helps quite a lot with actual application of tanning is the mitt itself, because if you have something that's so soft, it's going to just glide over your skin rather than sort of like a really old mitt or something that's not as soft. It's going to leave things a bit patchy, it's not going to buff over the skin as nice, and as you can tell, it's like therapeutic. As I was saying, with the tan itself, it has a nozzle that is really, really easy to use. So this is the tan here itself, and again, it's a mousse, so it sort of just sprays out like this, but it's a really controllable nozzle. So I tend to use a makeup brush to do sort of some of these areas that are hard to get to, I need a little bit more focus and a bit more precision, so sort of like under my chin, etc. This works so well just to like sort of spray out the most tiniest of amount, so that it's really, really controllable. Now once that was done, I kind of noticed that it dried almost instantly. So with some fake tans, you feel wet and humid and like just not very nice, whereas with this tan itself, you could put clothes over the top of it, it was dry to touch. I didn't have to worry about walking past any sort of white surfaces and sort of worried about sort of the tan coming up on it. It's left me with the most beautiful, natural tan. Like, I look and feel healthy, glowy, sun-kissed, skinnier. I don't know why fake tan makes me feel like lighter. I have no idea why. My other top tip when it comes to exfoliation, I have so many of these because I feel like this is just so important, but look at the areas where you tend to notice that the fake tan gets quite patchy. So for me, it's going to be on my inner elbows, on my sort of outer wrist. I tend to have a bit here actually, and here, and then obviously sort of kneecaps and around the ankles. So what you can do with this is once you've exfoliated, you've dried off, you can apply the tiniest bit of moisturiser, or you can actually go back in with this and dab like the tiniest amount, because this is such a moisturising product. And what that means is when it comes to actually tanning, it's going to glide over rather than sort of, you know, you imagine the tan going across your skin and you're thinking, oh, here's a really dry patch, let's soak up all that product, and then it's going to crack, it's going to look dry, not going to look good. So I would definitely recommend moisturising those problematic areas, which will help you to achieve the most desired outcome. My next tip when it comes to actually applying the St.Tropez fake tan is to work in small areas. So I work usually in sort of like a circular motion, and I'll tend to start with my legs. I don't know why. So what I'll do is I'll work and buff the product in on a circular motion so that you're really nuzzling in the product, whereas if you just swipe, you're just going to have like a surface layer of tan, whereas actually buffing in a circular motion, bit by bit, like literally just doing this, it's going to really help that product to sit into the skin. It also comes to applying the tan in those problematic areas. I tend to use a makeup brush, which is going to really help to be precise. It's going to help to work in products. So for example, around your knuckles, that's like the biggest giveaway for me that I'm wearing fake tan. So what I'll do is I'll literally just sort of crunch my knuckles like this, apply the product, and again, the fact that the nozzle on this fake tan is so controllable means that you can apply like the smallest amount. So I'm going to show you some before and afters of the fake tan as well, just so that you can see what it looks like and the impact that it's made. I love St.Tropez. And another thing as well, you guys, is that all of these fake tan products do not smell like fake tan. You know, you get that real awful biscuity smell that can, I mean, I don't know, you might like that smell. But again, it's another big giveaway that you're wearing fake tan. This smells like a tropical holiday. Like, it smells so good. And I think the biggest thing for me is that it dries so quick. It has a really even application and the products just work in harmony with each other as well. As you can see from the before and afters, it has made such a difference. I feel happier, I feel glowier, I feel like me. I think I need tan to feel like me. So thank you so much for watching this video today, you guys. I love these products. If you're in Boots, Superdrug, wherever next, please do pick these up because they are so good. So thank you so much for watching this video today, you guys. If you have any tanning tips yourself, please do leave them below so that we can help each other out as a community, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.